I don't know what happened there. Oh my goodness. I know that Facebook's making some changes on Be Creative and other business things, but I can't figure out what it is yet. But at least I think we're working now. So, hi everyone, Kenny and Drew and Alana and Francine and Donald, thank you for calling me. Peekaboo, Matthew, and everyone else. Jenny. Well, there's some good things about Facebook, otherwise we couldn't do this. It's just that I don't know what's happening. Even my Sky Television, the reception has gone a bit weird at times. So, I don't know. So, shall I begin what I was going to share with you tonight? Great. Francine, you're terrific. Thank you very much. And Donald called me, so he should be showing up any minute as well. And who knows who else will be with us tonight. I assume you can hear me. I think you can see me. But, yes, good. Okay. I have often talked about Cecil Collins and the training I had with him in the art of seeing and the art of living and the art of creating beauty, at least for me. And I want to talk about that some more tonight. Because we've been talking about different color theories, and this week I've had a really special aha. Let me think, when did Cecil pass over? Must be at least 15 to 20 years, and then I studied with him for 8 years. So I've been working on being the theory that he shared with us. And he always said that you must create in order to understand. You don't think I'm going to do something or try to do something. Ideally, you need to create first, and an understanding of the truth of life will come to you. But of course, you need a particular perspective about that. You have to realize that there is a process, and we talk about the invisible and the visible, or your soul or your personality, and we're always like identifying with one or the other. Anyway, hi Julie and Drew. And what I want to show you is what he showed us, and here it comes. And it's this diagram to where he had us doing a lot of studies in these different tones, from very, very black to very, very clear. And as you can see, the tones, the very clear ones, are the magical harmonies of life, which also how can I say that? It's to do with the aspect of the invisible and the light of your soul. And then at the bottom, when that is grounded, you're into matter, and it's very powerful, and there are the darker tones. And in the middle, T4, tone 4, is the equilibrium. And you're like a pendulum. We all are. Hi, Verpy. Congratulations. Oh, never a dull moment in the internet. Anyway, here we are. Cool. So I'm just wondering if I should hang on a little bit. Thank you, Donald. Well done. We're just talking about Cecil Collins and his theory of how you touch the art of living through creativity. And I don't know, Verby, what happened. Hi, Stefan. Welcome. Well, this is my second go, so I don't know what happened there. And I forewarned everybody in my post earlier to check your notifications, or I was going to be here, and then kabam. Anyway, so going back to Cecil, he had us doing a lot of practices of mixing and painting with all these different tones. There were 7 of them. So as you can see on the diagram, Francine, you didn't get one. I don't know how to check this out. Is there a way of contacting Facebook? Good. Thank you, Matthew. So anyway, if you look at the 7 tones at the top, the very clear ones are the tones of invocation. He called them the magical harmonies because you touch the invisible aspect of who you are and of what light and love and all the great qualities of being human in life. And they're the very clear tones, the top 3, and the top bottom, as you go in, as the light comes into matter, are the darker tones. And in the middle is the equilibrium. So the equilibrium is us. We're the, what's the word? I had it earlier. We're the balancing between those forces, between our light and our and matter and form. And it's if we can let's just concentrate on this, and we'll work on Facebook afterwards. At least we're here. So the importance of this, what I want to share with you that I had this week, is the fact that for 8 years I studied with Cecil, and that meant it was a training to integrate this idea that this is what we are. I'm at the middle point, and I'm wanting to find the balance between the invisible and the visible. And then that also plays into your artwork as well as the art of living. And that's what I've been focusing on. In the summer, he had us doing colors therapy. And last week we talked a bit about that, how there's the feminine colors, which were dark blue and black and a bit of white, going as the bridge, the connecting, again, probably the equilibrium between the magical harmonies and coming into matter. And the highest principle of the masculine is to create a form to allow that to be visible. And therefore there are the middle colors, which are the children colors. We were talking about that last week, and we'll go into it a little bit more. But what I discovered this week was, because I've been commissioned to do another portrait of a person, a white Caucasian person. And in the past, whenever I was painting skin, it was like, it was the intuitive aspect of me. There was no theory. It was a feeling that would come of mixing. And but this week, I can't believe it, for the first time I discovered the color theory of the normal color wheel, which I will show you in a minute, how to use it to shade, to do the shadows. And it's totally shifted my painting. It's made it easier to come into form. I've been so involved with the invisible aspect into form that it's like discovering a theory that once you're in form, how you can use it, and therefore there'll be a wedding between the invisible and the visible. So what I want to, little by little, I show you, and some of you probably know this already, but it was new for me. Where are we? We got that one. Okay. What I'm going to do this step by step. So this is what Cecil had us doing over and over and over. No worries, Richard. He had us doing the 7 tones. And here is the normal tones that orthodox black and white painting theories came. So again, here are his 7 tones, and they link up with the tones, the gradient tones, in the normal color theories that you probably get in art college. But this is Cecil's one, and this is the normal gradient. So what then occurred was this. So last week we talked about these colors, that there are parent colors and there are children colors. And this is the normal color wheel, as you can see. So you've got your 3 primaries, and then all the children colors that are mixed together are in that circle. Oh, goodness. And what you're looking at right now is this gradient again, the tones into color. This is tones going into the color range. And what I discovered this week is this. So that you have your 3 tones. I'm sure people know that. Here you have the children colors, and if you go into the middle and find a balance, it's the gray. The equilibrium is in the middle. So what I've been doing is that the skin color is all part of that last chart. That you can, by adding white on one side, you get a particular color. You're adding white, say this is the red, so you're adding all the whites and you're getting that very pale tone. And so when it comes to the shadow, you go down to the bottom, and it's all within the same thing. You don't have to be mixing a different burnt sienna or burnt umber, and then, I don't know, it would all, I never knew what to do on the form level, and this week it all came together. So I'm now using Cecil's theory of being in that place of the magical harmonies and allowing whatever comes to be brought into matter. And now when it comes to matter, it isn't all confusing to me. There is a direction, and it's so exciting. I can't tell you. It's this portrait is painting the peach color of the person that I'm working with, and then finding the shadows based on the same spectrum. It's a revelation. It's so wonderful. And I know that the traditional theory of the mixing the complementary colors, that if you have the light coming in on the face or the object and it's warm, then you need to have a cool complementary color for the shadows. And I've never thought that way. I never use the mind in that way. And but it seems quite simple, because the initial directive is to go from those higher harmonies into matter and be the equilibrium. So Rodney says, you'd think me being a tie-dye artist that I'd know all of this, but I really don't. I guess I just have an eye. That's what I've been using, is an eye. And I trust that, and things happen. And I also add glazes so the light travels through, at least on the oil paintings. But the most important thing about any of this is the place from which you come from. If you know that you're the equilibrium, bringing in the higher invisible aspects to consciousness onto the earth, into whatever form, dance, thinking, being, cooking, then everything has a different vibration. Yes, Jenny, I am still, and I will be sharing some of that with you on Sunday. I'm so exciting. Boy, my speak, this whole thing has messed me up a little bit. I'm so sorry. But Jenny's coming to my art class on Sunday. So Elizabeth says, my friend freehanded drew the pyramid form, dark side, and the wall. And she said the wall took forever, a lot of shading. Matthew, Ginger, I was just wondering, have you ever heard that women see colors more vividly than men? He's been told that. I have not heard that. So I don't know about that. But the thing is that the whole, in the color healing that I trained as well, and because we worked with the invisible and the visible, from an esoteric point of view, if you're going from the exoteric, the earth matter colors, as you go into that finer harmonies that we're looking at in the 7 tones, the colors get lighter and lighter and lighter. So it's quite possible, since the masculine nature in our culture works so much on the material level, and the feminine principle in their nature is the bridge to the invisible. So it might be that you can see those colors easier because that's what they get up to. But the men gender have both principles plus their soul. I'm always talking about the triangle of existence, the balance between the masculine, the feminine, and the spirit soul aspect of who we are. So every person has that, just with a different wardrobe, different body. Hi, Elizabeth. Happy you're here. And Julie, nice. Thank you for that wonderful poem in the week. It has touched many people in my household, that you feel that way. Thank you very much. So I want to do our normal weekly meditation. Does anyone have any extra thoughts about what we were just talking about before we do that? It doesn't look like it yet. Okay. I'm going to put up the image that I thought would be appropriate tonight because of the discussion about the light into the shadow and us being the balance. Francine, at school you got that too. What about the color wheel? Is that what you mean? So, Yeah. I think I remember having the color wheel in high school. Some even younger. It's like the traditional thing to teach, even with the rainbow and things. But there is a saying that a really good piece of art is a mastery or technique, but a masterpiece is a gift from God. So it's and some people, it's just natural that you go through these experiences to where you can bring in that energy, and tune into the invisible and bring it in and create a form from that energy. And that's a masterpiece, what's happening. And everyone can do that even in their own lives, the radiance of who you are, the balance of the happiness within. Richard says, in his experience, many men claim to be colorblind, but I don't think many really understand what being colorblind really means. Yeah, I too believe that. Julie says, my mum once owned a large art color book, and she sold it to an art museum in NYC. I wonder what kind of color theory was in that book. I mean, I have seen a lot of them, and I honestly, I had one. I think I gave it to my granddaughter who's interested in painting. But it was an encyclopedia almost of how you could create certain colors with certain mixes and everything. I found it a bit complicated, but this particular understanding I had this week of how using that spectrum of light to darkness and being in the middle and playing with it. And it's so simple. The gradients are so simple. I just wonder what's going to happen in the future. I'm really looking forward to it. Wow. Well, why don't we do our meditation? I'll just get it up. Here we come. You know this one. This is the angel of light that I created many years ago. And we're talking about light. So why don't we find a comfortable place to sit and be still. Yes, and if you have a meditation hat, do put it on. Otherwise, let's take this time to go inwards and nurture ourselves within the silence. We don't need to talk about it, if possible, please. So before we start, let's allow our eyes to focus on the light and the symbol of the angel in the picture, as we allow the breath to come within, and you hold that image within and then release. So breathe in the light and hold it and release. And breathe in, hold it and release. So take the image of the angel within and close your eyes. And if you just slightly tilt your head, then your focus of the image will be in just the right place to touch your third eye. So with your eyes closed, feel the angel within and take that light throughout the entire your head and your neck, your shoulders, your arms and hands, and your lungs, your chest, your heart, your other internal organs, your intestines are full of light. Each time you breathe in, send the light throughout your body, beyond your pelvis, your thighs and your knees, and your calves and ankles, your feet, and send the light into the earth. And feel one together. So you breathe in, hold it, and release. Breathe in, and hold it, and release. Breathe in the angel. Allow the image, the light, to flow through your entire body into the earth as you release the breath. And breathe in and feel the stillness and release. And breathe in and hold it and release. Breathe in. You are the light. And release. Return to Mother Earth and bring her strength through your feet, your ankles, up your legs. Touch your vertebrae, your spine. All of your nerve endings are calm with her strength, with the green. Relax your torso and your intestines, your stomach. Breathe in the green. Hold it and release. Move further up the body with the light and the green. Relax your heart, your lungs, your skin, your muscles, your shoulders, arms and hands and fingers, your neck, your face, your eyes, your jaw, your ears. Come to the top of your head and send the light and the green and the strength of the earth out above you. Send it to the stars and feel your soul, your wings, returning with the unity of the angels' light back into your body. And once again fill your body with this glorious light. And place it like a diamond in your heart. And surround it with pink and a rose And feel the love and the nurturing and the safety and the wisdom that is always there for you to contact. Now let's do an invocation of forgiveness. You can visualize someone you know that you want to forgive, or you can forgive the world to balance the energy to bring peace. So the words are, I unconditionally forgive you. And you unconditionally forgive me. And I unconditionally forgive myself. May love and joy and harmony be with us. One more time. I forgive you unconditionally. You forgive me unconditionally. And I forgive myself unconditionally. May light and love and harmony be with us. I love you, and you love me, and I love myself. May love, light, and harmony be with us. May you be at peace. May you wish that I be at peace. And I bring peace to myself. May love and light and harmony be with us. I release you to your path, and you release me to mine, and I find the strength to be me truly. May peace and love and harmony be with us. Keeping your eyes closed, sit quietly in the stillness. Surround yourself in an orb of light. And around that, place amethyst, the color of purple, for strength and wisdom and balance. And stay quiet for a while. And feel your breath softly going in, hold it and release in your time. And in your time, slowly, slowly return to where you're sitting or lying. And slowly, slowly open your eyes when you're ready. Return to the stream. You're most welcome, Verby. I love being with them as well. There's such a stillness. So special to share that with you. Matthew has such a cheeky sense of humor. My son's like that too. Thank you, Richard. I'm so happy you come and are part of this. Thank you, Julie. I concur too. No worries. If Juliet could watch the replay, she might really like that because of the color ideas. Well, I don't know about him going away, but maybe there's room for another Matthew. Dare I say that? So, Jenny, you still coming on Sunday? It's the afternoon session, I believe, at 1 o'clock. Great. If you want to come a little bit earlier, that's okay. Just let me know. Thank you, Francine. Thank you, Juliet. Jenny, I need to give you my phone number, my mobile number, so that you can call me and I can give you directions if you get lost. Are you on Facebook Messenger that I can send you my phone number? Wow, why do you have to do that, Donald? Yes, do that, Jenny. And will that be on Facebook? So I'll see it. Yes, Richard, it's all back to normal. We're feeling incredibly calm about whatever it is. I do know that my accountant thinks my memory is still being affected. Because it's like the mind isn't as busy. So I go slower, and I love doing that. I don't want to rush it. Okay. Which Facebook, Jenny? I'm sorry. I don't know which one you're a friend of. J Ginger, G Ginger. I'll look for both. Yes, my eyesight is back to normal. It's such a relief. Yep. So, I have to call it an evening. We managed to get to be together. So thank you so much for being patient and telling everyone everything. Thank you, Donald. So it's the 8th of August. Okay. You've got some. Okay, did they know? I mean, this is something that is getting better. Okay, Jenny. Do you have it? Let's put it this way. Okay, Matthew, I will tell Matthew. He said his gig on Monday was good, but I'm sure he'll tell us on his stream on Sunday. I am just going to write something. I'm moving things around. Yeah. Hi, Tony. We are better. I look forward to it too. I'm glad I'm well enough to be able to do it. Where am I going? Jenny, email me. I think that's the easiest thing to do. Did I write it right? Yes. Okay. Yep, he said it worked. I don't know what he's going to tell us on Sunday though, but that's what he said to me today. So okay, Jenny, I will wait for your email and I can give you my mobile and you can give me yours, and I see you on Sunday. That's really cool. And here we go. Yet again. Another evening. I'm so glad we could be together. So, where are we? Okay. Just remember to save the sword.